Alrighty, we are back, and today I want to go over the Virtual Dokkan Ultimate Clash, sort of give you guys a quick guide for how it's going to be looking this time around, and overall just give you a little bit of a handheld holding guide, if you will. You guys can play along with me to a degree, and this is going to be a mode that helps you get some Dragon Stones, as always. Who doesn't love some Dragon Stones? This one is going to be for the Global Dokkan campaign. So what does that mean? It means it's special, right? You're going to be able to have less fights, you're going to be able to use less teams, and you're going to be able to simulate the rewards that you typically would get. So if we look at the rewards right here, we've got 10 stones right there, and then you want to make sure you are clearing this 5 times. Again, it's not going to be too bad. At the very least, right? Because you're going to be able to get extra currency. You guys can see here, almost 200,000 of it right here. So this is what you guys are going to be getting. 15 Dragon Stones, a sticker, some Kais. You don't always have to do this all the way if you don't want to. So make sure that you guys are getting at least the stones from this. And again, it is not too bad. So usually what you guys would see here is 112. This time around, believe it or not, it's going to be 35. So it's going to be much easier for you guys to get started. So what I want you to do is build your 5 possible best teams. Now, the way that it's set up is usually so you have some extra teams to use later on in the fight. So what I'm going to do is try and work out 5 of my best teams and do that. But again, it's going to come down to the user. So whatever you need to do, set that up. That is how it's going to be. So I will kind of take you along for my team building process, and then you could sort of figure out what you want to do. So for me, the first thing I want to do is bring a Majin Buu Saga related team. So for the Majin Buu Saga, it is going to look something like this. I'm going to have Gotenks as my primary leader. I'm going to have STR Super Vegito as my secondary leader. I want to bring Angel Vegeta as my 3rd unit, Ultimate Gohan as my 4th unit, and then we need to find 3 more. So I'm going to use Tech Majin Vegeta, I'm going to use Int Super Saiyan 2 Goku, and last but not least, I'm going to use Int Ultimate Gohan. So that is my first team. If you need to write it down with pen and paper, whatever you need to do to make sure you remember your teams, that is what I am doing. Now, for my second team, I'm going to be building a Future Saga related team that is more extreme class. So for my leader, I'm going to bring this Zamasu. For my secondary character, I'm going to bring this Goku Black. And then last but not least, I'm going to bring all 5 of the clones that they recently just added for Goku Black. So this is going to be a pretty good setup right there. And that is now my second team. So moving along to the third team, we're going to do just straight up pure Saiyans, and we're going to be running. This is going to probably be the main team that we use for the last fight, but this is going to consist of Tech Vegito, AGL Gogeta. We're going to bring our boy STR Vegito, quote unquote, we'll call them, and we're going to bring some of the Year 7 LRs. And then last but not least, we will also bring, who do I want to bring? We'll bring Tech Broly, because I don't think the fight is going to go on for that long. And then we will bring... Who do I want to use? This is a tough spot. I shouldn't be taking this long to think of it. It really doesn't matter that much. We'll bring Daima Goku, just for fun, right, with the support. So now what we need to do is make 2 more teams. So the next thing that I want to do... let's do Universe Survival Saga. I always like making that team. We want to bring Evolution Blue Vegeta as our lead. We want to bring Jiren. We want to bring both UI Goku characters. We want to bring this version of Frieza and Goku. We want to bring Evolution Blue Vegeta. And then because they're new-ish, we'll bring... Actually, no. Instead of Evolution Blue Vegeta, let's bring Kale and Caulifla, and then we'll bring Hit and God Goku. And then for the last setup that I want to bring, let's go ahead and do... What do I want to do? What is a good team right now? We can do like a Majin Power related team, right? That could be fun. So if we go extreme, what we'll do, this is going to take a little bit to set up, I think, but we will bring this version of Buu right there. We will bring the Int Super Easy A for that Buuhan. We'll bring the Easy A for STR Kid Buu. Always going to be a solid option for us. We'll bring Super Easy A Kid Buu. We will also bring along Tech Buuhan here. We'll bring along Int Fat Buu right there. And then the last character I want to bring for the Majin Power setup, I'm missing an obvious one. Oh, LR Bootanks. and that will round out the squad. So looking pretty good. Again, only 35 good characters that are well-rounded into teams, and you guys should be good to go for this Dokkan battlefield. Now, usually with these, there's the first level. So the first thing we want to do is go in here and fight Buu tanks. So for Buu tanks, I think the first team we'll use is the Majin Buu Saga one. I think that makes sense. So for the Buu Saga, if you guys remember, what I did was I used Go tanks, and then you, then you, then you, then you, then you, and then last but not least, I brought you. So this is going to be a solid team here, almost 700,000 XP, and it should be pretty easy because the purpose of these battlefields in specific is they want them to be a little bit more accessible to newer players who may have just started playing the game and stuff like that. That is why they reduced the number down to 35 characters for this specific setup, because people that way everyone can partake in the fun and make sure they get rewards for GDC, which is obviously what everybody cares about, is getting as much as possible from the celebration. So aside from just getting the characters, obviously. So I guess what we'll see here is what Buhan does. I haven't fought this yet. This is my first clear. So you're going to want to make sure you do this as many times as possible to get all of the rewards. So only 16k right there. That's definitely not going to do enough. Now, I don't know how many phases this fight is. I would imagine because it's against Buhan, and this is the final form for Buhan in the legendary rarity form, this is probably going to be a quick one-turn fight, and it looks like Vegeta might just take this down himself. So usually there's a curveball in these. This is what has happened to me in years past. So the Buu Saga took that team down right away. Now that's going to be done, and we are going to move into the second fight. So the first fight gave me 5 stones, and we are going to be good to go. Now, the second team I want to use is actually going to be the Future Saga team with the clones. So what we're going to do is we're going to run you as a leader, we're going to run you as the secondary lead, and then we're just going to bring all 5 of the clones. We're going to go in here. The HP isn't going to be as high because of the free-to-play characters, but it is going to work out just fine here, again, because they are clones. We do have Merge Zamasu with his damage reduction right at the front, so that's going to work out pretty well for us right here. And I would imagine, assuming we don't have to fight like Infinite Domain Zamasu, we're going to be in a pretty good spot. And LR Rose is also buffed with the new limited time buffs that they're giving for these specific characters. So just keep that in mind. That's interesting. Okay, Zamasu nullifies damage to a certain point to 0, huh? Is Rose going to fall victim to that? No. Okay, you just have to reach a certain point, and the clones, as you guys can see, are more than enough. Zamasu just needs to get hit first to get built up, and we got unlucky there with the draw there for attacks. So LR Rose is actually going to finish off Zamasu right here, and as you guys can see, we are absolutely cruising, and we have 3 teams that we can use now. I guess maybe what we'll do is we'll start with Tournament of Power, and we'll see how that goes, right, for this third phase. Oh, this is going to do a lot of damage, boys. This is going to do a lot, like a lot. How much is this going to do? Wow, that did a lot less than I thought it would. Are the clones, like, boosted or something? I thought that was going to do way more than 30 million or 38 million. Okay, so the third fight, this is against Vegito Blue, right? The Super Vegito. Okay, do we fight Vegito Blue at some point? I'm not sure. This is my first time playing this. So let's go in here. We'll go to Universe Survival Saga, and we're just going to whip this team out real quick, see how it does. We have some guaranteed dodging. We have Kale Caulifla. We have access to revival characters. We have 800,000 XP. Or HP, excuse me. We have a lot of stuff here that we can do. Now, we do have that guaranteed dodge right away, so that's going to be helpful. Who is going to be a better linking partner? I believe you want to put these guys in slot 3. That's typically where they're going to be at their best. I would like to grab those orbs with Goku and Frieza, but I think I want the 24 key with UI Goku more than I want it with Goku and Frieza. So we're just going to do this. So I think that setup is going to work just fine. And again, UI Goku is going to dodge this, guaranteed dodging on turn 1, and we're going to try and light Vegito up right here. Hopefully that does happen. Again, I'm not sure, but I would imagine we're going to do an okay amount of damage right here with type advantage and stuff like that. Yeah, he's beefy. Okay, I think that did 25 million and it barely moved the HP bar. So that is good. This is definitely designed to take more than one turn, which is nice. Yeah, it did. Okay, so UI Goku off to a hot start. This guy cannot be debuffed in a traditional sense. You can probably action break him. You can nullify some certain things, but you cannot do like attack lowering, defensive lowering, stunning, sealing. So he is not going to be operating like a super, what's it called? Like a typical Super Battle Road boss, right? Where you can do all of the debuffs. But what this guy can do is get hit with attack, like with action disabling and stuff like that. So that will be helpful. And God Goku and Hit. This is the first time I've really used them since their EZA. So that's good. An action break there, a double super. Going to be looking pretty good, right? I would imagine most of you guys should be able to get this done overall, right? I don't think this is going to be like a mega impossible thing for most players to do. If I had to guess. Now, I've been wrong before, but I don't think I'm going to be wrong in this case. Wow. Okay, got Goku and hit 4 attacks. That was a pretty good run with an action break. That was really good. Okay. So Kale and Caulifla are going to super first. So what I want to do is I'm going to do this actually, just because I want to see Kale and Caulifla in action a little bit, because I haven't really, like, I pulled that character, they're link level 10 and stuff, but I haven't really used them that much, honestly. And you can blame Dokkan being very slow until GDC for that, and Legends being busy with Anniversary. But I just want to check out Kale and Caulifla here, see what they can do in terms of this fight. This is not going to be like their uber best setup. I just wanted to bring them. And if they end up selling us this run, they end up selling us this run, right? That's what happens. Such is life. Again, I believe the way that this is set up is that you get multiple attempts at the final phase of the final fight here against Vegito. But if Caulifla dodges everything, which he didn't, we would be good to go. Jiren there with 17 million, not bad whatsoever. This Jiren is at 55%, but he is link level. So action break there with a crit, decent damage. Then as long as Vegeta does a couple supers here, which hopefully he does, 23 million right there, not awful by any means, we should be good to go. Hit him with the final flash. Ooh. Yeah, maybe there is another level after this, because they did say there was 5 fights, or you had to clear 5 fights in here. So we'll see, right? Again, I know this is a guide, but I guess what we're doing is just kind of walking through it. I'm giving you advice on, like, as you're doing it, as you're playing. So what you guys are going to want to do is make sure that you are just bringing your best teams in here, because you only get 5, right? Like, I know it's good and it's bad, because it's really good because more people can clear it, but it's bad in the sense of, like, you have less room for error because you can't just run like 20 teams on a run at the end there, right? Like, you just want to you have to make sure that you get the job done early. All right, UI Goku dodging the important stuff. Not getting any more ki, but we did get to 24. All right, awesome. And then with Tech UI support, if this is a multi-phase fight, we're going to be able to get his domain, which will obviously be helpful. Tech UI's domain is very overpowered. It's going to make everybody on the team look substantially better, so that is nice. It is what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. So boom, there we go. 17 million damage. So UI is consistent here. Hasn't taken any hits, stuff like that. We're still at 100% HP. So looking very nice. This feels pretty good so far, right? We definitely don't want like a battlefield that's designed for newer players and just making sure everybody gets the rewards to be like super difficult, because I don't want to have to, like, I almost said gatekeep, but that's not the right word, right? I don't want to have to like come in here and lab up a strategy and walk you through aspects of a run that needs RNG to win. Like, if you guys want me to upload my my no item run against the hardest fight, I did record that, but the issue is it's a lot of like pausing and looking and seeing, it's like, are we okay here? Should we do this? Should we do that? We need attack placement to be lucky. We need supers to be in certain spots. This is not like elements of the fight that we're looking for in terms of Battlefield. What we're looking for in terms of Battlefield is a straightforward fight that can potentially catch you with your pants down if you're not paying attention, but it's also not so impossible to the point where it's not fun to play. And I definitely don't get that vibe from this so far, but we are also only like just getting into the run here. Like, we're not even into the meat and the potatoes yet, I don't think, because we've only been playing for about 13 minutes here, and that was including the team building section that we had as well. So I would imagine this isn't just a fight against Super Vegito and then we're done, but if it is, it is, and we'll just go back in and do the 5 fights again, I guess, to get the extra Battlefield currency. Kale and Caulifla looking much better on this turn. They started at what, like 4 million, and now they're up to 16 million, so, you know, quadding the attack stat, always helpful. Yeah, I like this Kale and Caulifla unit. It's just a fun character. Like, I'm a fan of Kale and Caulifla, right? You don't like it, I don't know what to tell you, but, like, I'm a Tournament of Power guy, so, like, if they give us Tournament of Power, I'm excited, but I definitely don't like when the community is upset about things. That's what's kind of frustrating with Tournament of Power, because it feels like people are just always upset with Tournament of Power. All right, what is this super going to do to us here? Anything? No, look at Kale and Caulifla, man. Nice. And then 22 million there from God Goku and Hit. Yeah, we're doing pretty good with these attack stats here. We're really starting to put in some work. We only get to use this team once, so we're definitely going to be using the Tech UI domain after this. So we get to see some peak Dokkan for me. We might actually even, I don't think I'm going to turn on the audio, but we are going to watch the active skills, because I don't get to do that often. I don't think I'm going to use the other ones, though, because I don't know if there's another phase. I'll hold on to the UI one, but I'm definitely going to put up the Tech UI domain, for sure. Because this feels too easy. There's definitely a catch. Okay, so let's hop in here. Tech UI. No, we cannot do his domain. I lied. I think we needed one more appearance. So we'll keep you slot 1. We'll give Evolution Blue Vegeta some support right here. Make sure he gets his orbs. He is up to, that was only 6 STR orbs, but he is at 9 orbs total. So you're going to dodge this for me. Thank you. Are we going to win on this turn? Probably. If we don't, I guess we get to see Jiren on full power, assuming that there's something after this. We'll probably get to see that. So that'll be cool, right? As a UI versus Jiren, like, super fan is definitely not the right word, but a big fan. That's one of my favorite fights in Dragon Ball. It would be kind of exciting to see like the transforming MUI and then also the full power Jiren, but it's looking like we may not even get that because Vegito Blue was on the front of this and we haven't fought Vegito Blue yet, so I can't imagine we're done yet. Nice, but we do get to see Tech UI finish him off with a 18 key super here, so that's cool. Only 11 million, but that's definitely not his base form damage is not the claim to fame for this character by any means. So what do you got for me here? 10 million, not bad. Okay, yep, second phase. We saw that coming. So this is Vegito Blue. Nice, so we do get to see Jiren. Awesome. Ooh, and a full orb change? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep Caulifla in slot 1, get the guaranteed dodging. I'm not going to use any of her stuff yet. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to transform into Big Boy Jiren. Now, this is where you have to pay attention because this version, so what we're actually going to do here is we're going to tag and we're going to get the rainbow orb for Goku here. So we're going to grab these orbs with you, and then I'm going to do this because that way we're a little bit safer with this Goku. And when we need a rainbow orb with him. So now Caulifla has guaranteed dodging, so if Vegito wants to be funny and super, he can go ahead and do that. That's completely fine. What were we talking about? I think I was in the right direction there. With Jiren, oh, right. So what's interesting about this character is we have to watch his attack lowering. That could potentially be a little bit of a problem for us. And I don't know how hard he's hitting out of the gate. That's why we have these safe dodge or die characters out here just in order to play it safe. So if we end up losing, what we'll do is we'll probably try and use like the Pure Saiyan fusion sort of setup with AGL Gogeta and Tech Vegito and stuff like that. We did recently Rainbow AGL Gogeta on my main account with my summons, right? So that's pretty cool. The problem is when stuff like that happens, though, it makes it harder to do guides because it's like, well, no kidding, you won. Your unit was rainbowed, right? Okay, so we're not worried about damage here, specifically with this setup at this point. Sort of just trying to get a feel for the fight and see where we're at. Again, we're going to have Tech UI doing a lot here coming up, and then next turn, I think we're going to tag into Kale because we don't have that guaranteed dodge like we did on the first turn. But again, we're going to have to like debuff this version of... Oh, I wanted to watch... Nah, whatever, it's fine. At this point, we're going. I don't want to quit app and reset everything. Like, we'll just keep going. So, right here, what do we want to do? We have guaranteed dodging. We have the active skill with UI Goku. We'll pop that now because this is definitely going to be the final phase. And now we can start getting to work. I don't like that we don't have any counters after we super, but that's just the way the attack spread goes. Want to make sure we get these guaranteed dodge counters in with UI Goku. Don't want to pass up on those. We have the domain going for support now. These characters are going to be hitting much harder with this support, especially after he supers. Oh, if y'all remember, that's PTSD from the y'all remember the event from the Worldwide in 2023, the Divine Wrath Immortal Will fight against this Vegito. Oh my god, seeing that super, because he would do it 2 times every turn, and that super 90% of the time is just like taking you out right there. So I guess he raises his defense on that super as well. So this super for UI Goku is also going to be giving support for the team. So I think the beauty of using this Tournament of Power setup right here is if the Tournament of Power team can take this out, imagine what we can do with a Tech Vegito. Imagine what we can do with an AGL Gogeta supported Tech Vegito. Imagine what Goku Black and Zamasu are going to do to this fight, right? I think it's important to do stuff like this because I'm using a team that's, yes, very good, but not the best in the game. So if I can do this with a team that's more than likely like a high A, low S tier, imagine what you're doing with a Z tier team, right? And that's not to say I don't have options for like a Z tier, but I think it's kind of good to use a team that's doing less damage and is more susceptible to damage from the enemy. So that way you guys know it is a little bit easier if you are just using a team with all the new units on it, right? So that's cool. I get to use some of my favorite characters. You know the stage isn't going to be too bad. It's a win-win scenario. God Goku and Hit I definitely would not put on my favorite characters list, but I do think the team up and concept from Dokkan is actually raw as hell. Because like in the Tournament of Power, Hit and God Goku, they don't really team up, right? Like they work together, but it's not like they're doing combined attacks, right? Goku's literally like telling him, is like, I ain't here to help you, right? Like, even though we know, he's like, yeah, let me bail you out real quick. Kind of, your hands are a little full. Let me take someone off your hands real quick, right? That's basically what he does. It's just a cool team up, right? It's an awesome scene there. Like two characters you would never expect to work together, working together. A shonen classic, right? All right, so we're going to tag into Caulifla, or to Kale, excuse me. And we're going to let her do her thing. This is the problem because I'm not like fully aware of what this active does. So I guess what we'll do is we'll grab these with you. Let's just, I know Kale's a pretty tanky character, and this could be like the end of the road here for your boy with this setup. We'll grab these orbs here with Jiren. We're gonna trust that Kale can get the job done here. Not the job done, but just tank a little bit. We're gonna see though. I'm pretty sure she's very tanky. I know she has guard, so that's going to be good. And she's hitting for 11 million there. Yeah, I love the super attack animations of this character. Have I said that enough yet? So this is gonna work pretty well. And hopefully on this next turn with Tech UI, we actually have a little bit more super or counters after the super, because you guys can see damage wise, like this is taking forever, right? Like we're not even halfway yet. And I don't know if he's building up per turn, but so far these attack stats haven't been very intimidating, but you never know when that could change. So 34 million there for Jiren under the UI domain. Again, this is not like the perfect ideal setup here for Jiren, but he is more than enough. He's kind of just for me, he's just a Chad character that goes and you can plug and play with him a little bit and you'll be good to go. So that is helpful. UI's revive is going to be a little bit tricky to get in this fight, I believe, just because the way the things are going. I don't even know if he's taken a hit yet. So I don't think we're going to be able to get that, but this does help make for an interesting fight, right? Where we get to see a lot of super attack animations, talk about a lot of stuff, but sort of while this is going on, so I'm not just telling you what's happening on the screen, so far I think GDC has been a huge W. Definitely an impressive turnaround from the Dokkan team in terms of like just how they were able to sort of win public perception back, if you will. Yeah, we'll do this. Because, you know, the first night it was like, oh my God, they don't fuse. This GDC's fumbled. It's an L. It's over. And this is by no means a victory lap. But like I was saying, it's like a lot of people were saying as well. It's like, all right, let's see the animations. Let's see the kit. Like we need to sort of know what we're dealing with here before we start doom posting and saying like the celebration's a wash. And so far it feels like that way. It's like, yeah, they don't fuse, but as we thought, Vegito Blue is a Z tier animation, right? Goku Black is really raw, really good. The STR Goku and Vegeta, really raw, really good. Fun animations, and so far the content has been good. We've been introduced to a new hard fight. There's challenges. There's new stuff to do. Really exciting super easy A's. They nailed those. It looks like Goku Black and or not Goku Black, but Rose and Physical Vegito Blue look to be stellar, phenomenal characters. Any adjective you want to use to describe them, that's how it's looking right now. So really exciting stuff from Dokkan. Definitely, I think has won the public perception over. Like I said, at this point, people seem really excited to be playing the game. And it's just like, whenever you get like W Dokkan and stuff like that, which is very tough to do in the modern day, to have like everybody seems like they're happy, that's always going to be a good thing for the game, because it's just more healthy and players are going to be able to just enjoy the celebration more when community vibes are high. I think them, unfortunately, revealing what part 2 was on accident was a bit of an L, because like, it's a double-edged sword, because like leaks suck because it spoils the fun, but there's also a sense of like, okay, we don't have to talk about like, oh no, the LR is going to be such an L for like 3 weeks, right? Or we don't have to be worried about like, oh my God, bro, what if it's something we hate, right? Like we don't have to deal with that now, because we know exactly what it is. I won't spoil it just in case some of you care, and I'm sure most of you know, but it's a good choice. That is what I will tell you. Players love this episode of the series. So like this saga, if you will. So that is good. Players being happy is just better for the game. Community vibes are nice. And it's just nice to see when people are excited to play the game. Like that's always just kind of what it comes down to. It means more people are watching it on YouTube, which is always nice. So it's just good, right? W Dokkan all around. I'm just happy that we're having fun with Dokkan after the sort of slow last month or so. It was a tough month, like, you know, just being fully honest with you. But we're here now. We're back. And you guys have... Can you tell we're back when I'm doing like multiple uploads a day? Usually I'm a one video a day kind of guy, but I've been having a ton of fun just doing video, like a bunch of videos a day, recording everything, getting as much information out to you guys as possible that I think is worth you guys hearing. All right, so what is this going to do to Jiren? This is the first time the super's hit. 200k? All right, we're all right, because the Dokkan attack is just going to heal that off, so not too bad, right? I think if that were to catch like UI or something, we could be in trouble, but we're looking good. A nice like 12 to how many turns is this going to take? 13, 14 at this rate? We're looking good. Unfortunately, Tech UI's domain is up. That doesn't help us really, because I would have liked to have gotten some more damage in, but I think we should be all right. 14 million there. Yeah, God, Goku, and Hit had performed pretty well in here. I'm happy that I brought them because I didn't know that this guy was physical. So that is always good. Now, what we want to do, we'll just keep going Tech UI slot 1 for now until it bites us in the ass. I don't know if it's going to in this fight because I just don't know if he has enough time and is doing enough damage to really catch us, but it's not impossible for him to catch us, right? So we are losing that support, unfortunately, from UI Goku from his domain, but we still are going to be getting the support from UI Goku in the form of his super attack support, right? Because on his super attack and stuff like that, he still is buffing everybody, so do keep that in mind as well. He's going to be helping out the squad with that. And this is his damage here isn't really what we're looking for. It's really just kind of coming down to this point. It's like the counters are going to do damage. We need Evolution Blue Vegeta to do damage. Like we are sort of running a little bit close in terms of like who is actually hurting Vegito at this point. And it's like 11 terms of buildup is tough. And I kind of knew this was coming. Like when I realized that it's like, all right, Super Vegito's going down kind of easy. It's like, okay, where's the challenge at? Because clearly it's like, this isn't it. But here it is, right? In terms of just like having to do damage. But again, if you're to run like a taunt Vegito turn, a Super Vegito turn with the AGL Gogeta active, you've stacked them for 5 or 6 turns, like you're going to be looking really good at this point. And that is all there is to it when it comes to this battlefield. So also, you just need to make sure you clear this a few times. So definitely in the future, when I go back and do this again to get all the rewards, I want to make sure that I'm using a little bit faster of a team than this one. But again, when it comes to a guide, if I can use a team that's a little bit more friendly for a newer player or somebody who needs more like the better LRs in the game, or like if you're using better units, I think that's just better for a walkthrough / tutorial, because now you guys know, like I said earlier, if I'm using 10-year LRs, the 7-year LRs and stuff like that, I'm going to absolutely rip this to shreds, because this attack stat that you're seeing from Evolution Blue Vegeta, like the gods are doing on turn 3, doing on turn 2, right? Turn 1. So it's like, it's just good. I think it's good that way. Plus, I just wanted to use Tournament of Power. I just needed an excuse, and I found it. If I find the excuse, I'm gonna use it, right? So next turn should be the last one for us here. Let's grab these with Kale right here. See how she does with tanking. Always make sure if you're using Goku and Frieza that you're grabbing the Rainbow Orbs. Like that's a necessity with Goku and Frieza. So let Kale do her thing. I actually want to see if Kale takes damage here. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I believe she is very tanky, so we'll see. What do you got for me, Kale? That's not bad. 100k, that's not horrible. If that was like a Rose Goku Black Super in the new fight, that would have been bad, but it's not. If it's not, it's not. So no complaints. 12 million there. Yeah, decent damage. It was okay. So yeah, Jiren, go ahead, do your thing. Goku Frieza, go ahead, do your thing. I think with AGL UI and God Goku and Hit, that should be enough to wrap this up for us, especially with all the crits we're doing right now. That should be all she wrote, right? It just depends on how much damage we do with the counters, I think, with Tech UI. 7.4 there. All right, yeah, do your thing, Goku and Frieza. This is just such a funny rainbow because I did not want it at all, like at all. So it is what it is, but you know. All right, what do you got for me? Still building up a little bit? No, cool. Now we are going to do this. Yeah, the attack spread's been terrible for this UI Goku. We'll grab these with you, then we'll grab these with you. And that should be it for this battlefield, assuming then that this we take care of business here. He is countering the super. You guys saw the frame drop. That's a good telltale if you guys are new to the game. If you have a counter character and you see like a super coming and it looks like the frame kind of like the frame slow down a little bit, or you see like a little skip, that's how you know you got the counter. So if you didn't know that, now you do. Always a nice like sigh of relief when you see that frame drop, right? Usually you don't want to see things slow down, but in Dokkan you do sometimes because you're like, all right, cool. It's just because the counter animation is playing. That's all that is, because it's like two super stacking on top of each other basically. And that's how you know. So there we go. Crit. Nice. Yeah, I don't see a world where Vegito Blue is getting out of the, a UI Goku potential double or triple super, and then a God Goku and hit. Little schlacking, if you will. Yeah, 20 million right there. Yeah, if this doesn't take him out, God Goku and hit will right here. And then that's basically going to be it for this guide. So let's see. What do you got for me? Boom. All right, is that it? That is it. I believe that, again, we saw all the enemies here. Level 1, are we moving to level 2? Is this video going to be even longer than I thought? We're about to find out. Let's see. Level 5 right there. Got a whole bunch of rewards. 10 stones for clearing that. We did, I believe, get all of the dragon stones from that. Yes, that is it. There is no level 2. So if we go over to the missions here, you guys can see we got 10 dragon stones right there, and clearing all of these is going to get the dragon stones. But you guys do want to make sure, in my opinion, that you pick up this battlefield currency, because if you pick up that battlefield currency, you are going to be able to get access to some some exclusive items, some not exclusive items. If you're a collector, there's more LRs in here for you to pick up, right? And this is just sort of some stuff in the shop if you need to easy A things. Make sure you pick this up. 200,000 isn't the end of the world or like the craziest amount, but it definitely is helpful. So you guys are seeing we're logging in. I messed up my streak about 2 months ago, but whatever. We get some extra stuff right there, and we will claim our rewards from the gift box here. And we now have gained access to some more stuff. 15 stones. The rest is just from login. So there you guys go. Ultimate Clash, not too bad for part 1. Again, just build your take your 5 best teams in there and have a good time, and it shouldn't be too bad for you. So let me know down below what you guys think of this battlefield. What you think of the guide? Is there any way I could have improved it for future videos and stuff like that? Thank you all for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all in the next one.